the markets go bullish at a critical point. My name's D7 here at Grok Trade. It's Wednesday, March 9th, 2016, and the markets are mostly bullish. And as we look here, we see that all major indices in bullish territory by a bit, but banks did not support that. It's in negative territory. If you look down here, crude oil up more than 5%, big rally there, and gold off, silver off, VIX down a fraction. And you know what, before I get into a couple things here, go to free online trading education, click on trading videos, and you go here, click on this one right here by Meerkat. It's a great video. You'll want to watch that one. We're going to come back here, and I'm going to quickly tell you we got a doji today. Critical time. We had a drop yesterday. Today we get a doji. Today we get a doji. That drop yesterday, we should have had follow through the downside. We did not get that. I have a moving average. It's an exponential moving average coming up that's acting as support. It remains to be that a critical place, because if we drop right here, we're going to see a sizable drop to the downsides. However, because we're hanging out, building a high base, we have a chance of breaking out to the upside after an extended run. Be interesting to see if we still have more oomph to get past this. Now, I'm going to share something with you that it's kind of eating at me right now. My father-in-law came over today and paid us a visit and had a chance to talk stocks and shop with him about what we're seeing in the markets, what's taking place, what's going on. He just came back from his he was doing taxes, and there's a financial advisor there. They got talking about a college fund that we're putting together for all the grandchildren, and we chose to go with the covered Dell. The covered Dell is, in my opinion, superior to the 529 plan. So if you have kids, you're going to do any sort of investment for them, savings for them for their college years. Certainly look at a covered Dell, and because it allows you to trade anything. A 529 plan is much like a 401k. It puts you in mutual funds. You know, you get a few to pick from, and mutual funds by definition come with a penalty, usually a 5.5% hit each year. You never see that hit. I'm kind of rambling here, giving you a lot of facts that may or may not mean anything to you, but here's the bottom line. He came in saying, hey, I think we need to switch our CoverDell over to a 529 plan. I said, well, that's a shock. Why would you say that? And he says, well, I was advised today that the 529 plan is deductible, and you can deduct that from your taxes, but you can't do that in a CoverDell. And I said, whoa, that's news to me. That must have been a big change that's taken place. And then they go, it says, and they're going to guarantee 20% a year. And my jaw hit the floor. And I said, wait, let me get this straight. Somebody told you that if you go to a 529 plan, that you are going to get a guaranteed 20% a year? Man, my jaw hit the floor. My eyes popped. I could not believe what I was hearing. And I said, that's the most asinine thing I've ever heard in my life. Can you imagine anybody saying, I'm going to give you a guaranteed 20% a year? A guaranteed 20% a year. That is insane. Even Warren Buffett will tout that he'll make 24-25% a year, and he's held as being a god in the stock markets. 20% a year guarantee. And he was set on this. And I said, that is not right. There's no way that is right. So I immediately went and got information. I'll pull this over onto the screen right now. And this is comparables between, as you can see here, we have the year 2016 rules, 529 plan versus the Coverdell. Again, if you even heard about the 529 plan, it's all about savings for your children. It's about college savings. A lot of people have not heard of Coverdell. It was a senator that said, hey, listen, he was a trader, and he goes, the 529 plan is not nearly good enough for me, because who wants to invest into a mutual fund? Nobody should do that. Gang, if you guys been with me at any time at all, you know there's been a massive exodus in mutual funds, and people are buying ETFs now, exchange traded funds. You certainly at least need to do that. If not, learning how to trade individual securities such as stocks or futures. Listen, but the Coverdell allows me to trade anything. If you look down here under investments, you can see this, that the 529 gives you a menu of investment strategies developed by the program. I'm telling you right now, all that is a handful, a half dozen of mutual funds. That's crazy to do that. Here you get a broad range of securities and certain other investments. Listen, you could trade just about anything in the Coverdell. That's why we do it. I want the flexibility to trade whatever I want to maximize my dollar. Every dollar to me as an employee, my employees have to be making me money. Do not put me in something slow and moving here. Now, look at the first line here. If we go up here, federal income tax, 529, non-deductible. Non-deductible. Here, same thing for Coverdell, non-deductible. You cannot deduct it. Now, if you go down here, there's a gift tax. You can see the federal gift tax. And so they're comparable for both here, $14,000 up to $70,000 for 5-year election here on the 529. But overall, I chose this as the savvier way to go. You don't hear as much about it because it's more for the more savvy individuals. But here's the problem. What I heard was a broker trying to sell a package. A broker will just make you broker, period. It's insane. What you'll find is people will tell you just about anything you want to hear to sell something. And I have a problem with that. And as far as morality is concerned, you have to have a moral stance in whatever you do to always tell the truth, period. And to tell my father-in-law that, hey, do the 529 plan, I can set you up with that. We'll get that started now. We'll convert the Coverdell over to this, and you'll be able to deduct that on next year's taxes. And on top of that, you're going to get a guaranteed 20%. That person should be slapped. You know, and something else, and I'm going to have to pause the video to show this to you. I have to go find it. I'm back. I'm so frustrated. I was on social media and I saw where they were saying how easy it was to become a financial advisor. It's sometimes like, is that all the harder it is? And my point is, just about anybody that wants to go take a simple test can become a financial advisor. And man, you are doing everybody a disservice if you are not highly trained and ready to go. Listen, there are some great brokers out there. A lot of you follow me and us here at Grok Trade, and many of you come through our education services, through our mentoring. Listen, I'm only saying what I'm saying to the select few individuals out there who are just trying to sell something and willing to say things that are untrue to pad their own pockets. That is a scam. Anyway, I'm on a rant here, and I needed to just share that with everybody. So there you have it. Might as well tell you, if you go to Grok Trade, go to mentoring. We can help you out. So there you have it. Take care. If you like it, like it.